But that should be the cue. They're going to funnel their way forward off of the Harbor utility, take some of that space.
No spam.
Oh, there's a little bit. It's getting a kill, but it's traded right back. Second with one to counter. They've all taken their post plans. The one exception being Def, who's staying a little bit tighter, a little bit closer by.
RGL still has a cove. They haven't quite used it yet, and they've gotten all the ammunition out. And there's a flank.
Yeah, but Marv is already wise to it, ready for it, turning back around, seeing if he can get the kill. The flank is the only thing that remains. By process of elimination, you see Sentinels swing out. They know where the last one is.
And that's a great call from Def. Reading how MIBR is playing that situation, reading that they're not putting the cove down to push through. Anticipating the flank and taking off these disadvantaged fights. There's no time here for FRZ, so Pancada just trying to get a little bit extra there and making sure as well that he starts to barrel towards that lockdown.
It's bold, and Marv is on the flank as well. Timing here could be gorgeous. How far up does Marv push? Decides to play it safe. Just wait for the right moment to strike. Pancada's already falling. Can Zek find anything? No, he cannot. Here's the timing. There's the flank. Def's able to hold the line by himself. He's already got two. The third with the Bulldog, no less. That's all he finds.
Remaining.
It all falls onto JZZ.
He didn't recognize both were there too.
Go aggressive if he wants to take the fight. Realizes he cannot and gets away.
Huge bonus conversion from Sentinels. Start off the game 3-0. And look, Marv is actually no armor in this round. 5.2K. I think he might have forgotten.
13 seconds left. No time to pivot now. You've got to commit. Got to take what's in front of you. That flash is good. Good trade, though. Def feeling a bit of the pressure. Had to get the spike down. Had to commit to it. And the round goes in favor of MIBR.
I said it was going to be a 4 after the nice start that he had on the pistol round, so they don't have tools to break in with 30 seconds right now. It's got to be a regular execute. That's a big pick. KJ util down.
Seconds left.
Now that should pave the way for them to go unless JCZ can do something about it. Continuing to farm. Getting another. The op pushed off. The sight lost and the spike planted.
Blocking sight.
Waiting for the right moment to strike, to tuck away. But they've left Def. And Marv is on the flank.
Enemy remaining.
Heat falls. RGL falls. MIBR fall. Left to be determined. As MIBR have to deal through the dissecting utility of Harbor, of Viper. No angle is free. No angle is safe. Saucy falling. Numbers in favor of MIBR. Can they get another one on the board as the spike ticks away?
That orb is actually not on. That orb is not on the molly.
It's been delayed though. They still haven't gotten it to half. It's just now restarted. He's far up. And that's another death. They're not gonna have enough time to do this.
Is there a half? Yes, there's a half.
They did get it to half.
Enemy remaining.
A massive kill out from Marv. A massive 3K from Marv. Drops his alarm bot and it's just bait.
But for the first time here, this aggression on B-Long might end up paying off because
I've got your
these
trail.
Seekers,
Nope.
what?
Just when you thought it's just gonna be show. Oh my goodness!
Spike down B.
How does he get two?
That is the 6th sense there from JZZ. The round's over. Unless Marv can find a gap, Second's gonna continue to pressure down, but they've got to bring the spike all the way down.
I don't know that they know that Marv is there.
Standing.
That's not gonna matter though.
Spike down B. 10
Oh.
seconds left. Hey.
There's a start. There's a start. JZZ. Walk in after this.
Poison's on.
Second flash in the face of Muris, who's still here. Now the Seeker's invested. Saucy not able to respond with some of his own, but he's getting the kills that he needs. Or it's the op is on the opposite side of the map as well. I don't know that they know Saucy's positioning. All right.
I mean, great molly.
Yep, they know.
He's gonna get in the angle. Yeah, RGL.
Well done.
Good little team play there between those two.
Very well done. Sentinels have not been able to get out of here. That's certainly going to help things. The two remaining members of MIBR posted up in flowers. An op in hand for Heat. Spike planted. A 2v2 now. Def weak. Post plants assumed. Banga.
Def gets away into art.
Oh, they have the reckoning. He has to swing. Yeah, they know their positioning. That's a shorty. That was a shorty. Now RGL in the 1v2. He gets it first. That was the weak one, but Banga trades it back.
I wanted to mention about Saucy's flash. He flashed A main And that's the cue for them to rotate back to B because they know they're not going to be able to recoup information right now. But MIBR, despite that, flashed and got the info. That's a mistake from MFRC. He knew the alarm bot went through.
It's a massive one. I guess he just assumed that between the alarm bot and the 2 nanos, they'd push back towards long. But he just stays. Just a little nook.
What?
Now the Reckoning invested. And it's just going to continue to scale them back. They've got the Seekers they can work with as well.
I've got your trail.
Easy stuff to peek off of here.
A lot of oomph behind this punch. They know the op up top. Looking for another angle. Death. Playing where Marv just was. Dude, Marv is just destroying them right now. Early round, late round, the flanks, straight up fights. It doesn't matter. Iceman's winning them all.
I said he doesn't miss a beat, but he's out there looking like Pretty Boy Jay.
One enemy
I mean,
remaining.
come on.
One enemy remaining.
It's a clean shot from Heat. He's going to be able to keep the op.
But for what?
Yeah.
That's another 4v5.
So Marv thought he had a massive play before him. Goes a little sideways late in the round. Now just 30 seconds left before the spike gets planted, and it was denied, and delayed.
30 seconds left.
Both of us in the same map.
Yeah,
Spike
same
planted.
words.
Heat with blades, wanting to go fast.
Too slow.
It looks like he does, but he doesn't get anything for it yet.
Falling into the
Not
crossfire.
ready yet.
Oh, this brutal.
Blinded.
I mean, they're stacked here and they aren't expecting it. Never mind, RGL is. Pankala has to do it on his own in the face of Reckoning. The swing into death. As RGL gets a defuse, MIBR gets a 3. He wasn't even the first one here, but he has arrived. Light armor for him, just the classic.
He'd actually missed that updraft that Marv was looking for.
They haven't cleared back sight, but everyone on the Sentinel side is just on the other side. Marv, the first one to get a kill. FRZ trying to scale up and get another.
Planted.
Cannot. 3v2 in favor of Sentinels. Yeah, they got the spike down.
Oh, they lost track.
Oh, that's a big one. RGL alone. Trying to preserve this round.
I don't think they have any clue of where he's at.
Oh, they know now.
Too many frenzies.
Yep.
Way too many frenzies.
There's the Reckoning, finally invested.
Great cascade from Def to allow himself to get out. Seconds alone, though. Backside.
Timing from FRZ is going to be big on this flank as well. There it is. Saucy the first to fall. Heat going to scale up. You mentioned him a second ago. Finds value onto second.
It's a great follow-up by Heat, finding the timings within those pulses of the Reckoning.
Really well done across the board. Unless Sentinels can snatch this thing back with a miracle.
Timing there based off of the high tide coming down. Marv just thinking he's safe to swing.
Last player standing.
Just the Sheriff now for Sentinels.
Is there even a Vandal? I don't think there was for this bonus.
Placing sentry. Target destroyed.
Trying to deal a little extra damage, but ultimately die to the spike. That's exactly what he does. He goes down too. That is not... Look at him going up.
Poison's off.
And he's been backside for so long. As soon as his position's figured out, he scales.
That info of the flash makes me nervous if I'm Marv. But he doesn't get nervous.
30 seconds left.
Looking for spam on the other, and I thought he was going to hit that.
Match point from Sentinels. That's definitely a little worrisome. Their mid rounds have clearly been an issue. Not really having a great idea of where to go. Spawn, Marv looks like he wants to creep his way through Art, and he will.
Of course he does. But this time Yuri's holding the angle, expecting the aggression. Oh, timing once again.
When you doubt yourself there, and that's the IGL too. You knew he had the beat on it, but doubt crept in.
And Molly looked like it was keeping Marv safe for just a moment.
4v3, this might be it. Great reposition from Heat, though.
That spike has been ticking for a little while as well.
There's time. Yeah, you're right.
That's another kill. At 3v3 here, Zekin is the op. It looks like they're just going to try to funnel out. Dude, Cloudburst, he's got it to have. This is how it is.
Enemy remaining.
Ooh, I thought RGL wasn't going to be able to save the day, but he does. We'll play it one more.
Last player standing.
No! B Lincoln not worried about it. Oh,
You got to get out of there.
and he does.
Oh, but he takes the second peek. There's that reckoning that we were just talking about from RGL.
No way! Come on, man. And it's another spray down too.
2 kills without seeing a single victim. Wild. Now Sentinels can put the finishing touches on this map unless MIBR can pull off something insane. Seeker, second. Yeah. Oh, I thought he was going to get the second. Fearless left alone. Saucy takes a bite out of him and out of MIBR.
That is a way to end the map.
Defenders win.
Saucy didn't have to do him like that. Not his Brazilian compatriots. What a stop right now.
I mean, everything is flipped. The attackers are coming from the defender side. Defenders are coming from the attacker side. I don't know anymore. Saucy's the first one there. Zekin's the first to fall. The timing off of the fault line. It's beautiful. But it just rewards one. Tries to turn the flash and cannot. They've gotten the spike down. But there's still reinforcements coming from MIBR.
Last player standing.
Almost had the spray down. Def now. 2 low players in spawn, but dead. And find one. Can he get the timing on the players coming out? And will he be isolated from spawn?
This would be insane for Def to pull off.
Volleyed off now. No chance. Issues. Everybody gone. The only player here left is JCZ, and he's only got that sheriff. Is there spam here through? Fire drill
30
and
seconds left.
Heat nothing.
Can't
Spike planted.
aggressively take as much
Ooh,
space.
that aftershock missed
Yeah, he's
Saucy.
tucked. He's tucked. Def head as well. It's a trade, a 1-for-1. The spike is planted though. Remember, it's just 1 rifle left on the side of MIBR here. It's just the Bulldog from RGL.
And Heat's is not recoverable unless they get through. Yes, they just got it, FRC.
A little bit more umph behind that fight. You just mentioned him grabbing that rifle, making it work instantly. It's getting uncomfortable.
No smoke here, though, for them to smoke off tree, so they have to duel.
They have numbers. Do they just take the fight to Sentinel's doorstep? Are they ready for it? Yep, it seems like they are. Mark's gotten 2. It's a 1v1, 56 HP. The timing on the swing is perfect.
Favorite Nick. Rely on it so much.
Prowler, the Nightfall, FRZ trying to dance back in the face of utility, and so much thrown his way.
That's a spam off the Prowler, Def.
I mean,
tracking that beautifully.
How do you survive that?
You just don't.
He does his ult. If he can find some value here, Halls, there may be a shot at doing this thing. Or he'll just die. A 1-for-1 though.
It's so consistently ahead of the stun.
Yeah.
Enemy remaining.
Just a little too giddy. There by Heat and MIBR. We mentioned the ults in this situation. They're going to take site, and Pancata has the opportunity to...
Someone help.
Oh, wait!
That was a kill trip, man. FRZ should have had that kill. I don't know how that doesn't land.
And they spot the arcade control as well from them. Pancata wants to ult, wants to force RGL to use his own. But they might not even need to. Why are they staying so far back at this point? MIBR. Are they considering saving? No, RGL finally coming in.
Down and out. Oh, they might want to consider it now.
And now that ult is gone. Pancata could just pop the lockdown at any point to secure the round. I think MIBR recognized that and they're out. But I still would have liked to see them at least try to get it out. Try to get a couple more of these out. Because they're going to hurt. It's a great hit there. Zekin and Def combining with the Rolling Thunder. And hold on here. They're getting chased and they're not escaped.
I think it's going to require the right challenge. Strike save, Nightfall save, lockdown save, everything. They can take this fight gladly.
Oh.
Placing swamp grenade.
The flash out, the swing.
Great C's too.
1-for-1.
I mean, they brought all the time in the world.
Yeah.
That lockdown is breakable though. They're still coming through alls.
Pancata with 3 HP, holding the line, or at least
We don't need to
attempting
peek here. They've got space. Look at Mark's position. He's got his orbital strike too.
The molly, the fault line.
Killed the rat.
How do they escape is my question now.
They may not be able to. They may not be able to.
I mean, they get the kills before the spike even explodes, so plenty of time to escape.
Drops sad now. FRZ has to take a slight step back. I mean, they've drawn a circle around the site.
Look at this coverage.
Yeah.
They're not playing correctly, though, against the Breach and Brim ult right now. They're playing so close up.
There's a little bit of a gap left, and now they're going to ult their own, and that's going to cut off any sort of entry. They have to reposition towards Canteen, and that's where they all are now. 4 stacked. Rolling
Mark
Thunder
dodges
invested.
it.
Heat going forward. And Zek and stun, but Mark, you're right, he dodges it. He gets 4, not able to get the 5th.
Molly.
So close still. The round undecided. RGL in the 1v2, the swing around. He cannot land it. Pancada saves it, but what a round for Marv to get.
Fracture, it's a little bit more in the forefront of people's
30
minds.
seconds left.
Second back with his ult now, and gonna execute up through this. Through tower for the first time.
Molly,
Shorty on the other side.
just a delay.
Oh, God.
Nate Steed. And that's a kill for Miris, but Pancada's lying in wait.
They didn't get the
Tries
hit
to go
on, though.
top. That's a clean response out from MIBR, and the thing is, nothing about the early game really changed. He's got the ult to work with too. Wants a little bit more behind that fuse, but it's an early fight and it's another win.
Worthless.
Numbers in favor of Sentinels.
Pancada's gonna get so much room on this inside of A main. They know one more person dropped. They have to recover the spike.
JZZ has to get this here. If they want to shot at this round, he had to get that kill.
Great shoulder, but Pancada's gonna find him now.
Yeah.
Oh,
He knows he's surrounded though. Using the ult, he's still getting the kill. Still getting hunted. JZZ with 3.
Player standing.
A 1v1 now. Def with the Rolling Thunder. Should have time to get the spike down, and that ult's going to be a massive difference maker. At least has the potential to be.
planted.
look at FRZ. He has the opportunity to use the Cypher ult, but he cannot. He'll give up this position.
Spike ticking away. Moments brief. There's the
knows.
theft, and there it is. The ult right on cue. You mentioned it, dumping everything in the kitchen sink towards his direction. First the ult, then the aftershock, now the fault line. Breaches are just bullies. Can FRZ navigate this anyway? First shoulder thrown, the snap from Def is good.
That threat of a lurk. But look at this pinch. They're coming in on so many places, and they're stuck on the rope right now. Great flash, but that's for the player's tree.
Thought that fall line was going to be a problem. They use the Nightfall. They're going to swing out right into him. Unreal from Saucy again. They take the fight gladly.
And that breach ult does nothing now. They have all the worlds of delay.
Yeah, they've got a Prowler too to deny just a little bit longer.
And they can plant for spawn now, and Marv's already taking that space. He's so aware of the game state, so aware. When his players call that he can take extra, he goes for it every time.
Still sitting on that ult. Waiting to pull the trigger. One spotted. RGL's the weakest one, 4 HP. He takes a challenge anyway. Perhaps gets a little too cheeky with it. Either way, JZZ left in this 1v2. Time not on his side. Swinging around, isolating the first. The spam on the second, not landing.
Second chance for JZZ.
Second chance for Def, and he wins it again. Like down as well.
Spike down. Let's see these retakes. Great stun. Great nade.
That nade's
He's
gonna hurt.
dead.
Yep.
What a combination.
Off of that fault line.
Still a lot of work to do, though. And the key part, retaking halls.
They've got numbers. They've got numbers, and they can overwhelm what MIBR have. Saucy's on a heater, bro.
Last player standing.
It's another round for Sentinels. This very well may be it.
And it's another pistol, too.
3 of 4.
Look at Muris. The IGL is pivoting all the way around the map to throw a fake at A before hitting this site. Or maybe they're looking to get a flank on the hit when this comes through. Which is coming first?
Another kill for FRZ. Pancada able to trade it back, though, with the Bulldog. Remember, this is just a bonus, but they still have 3 rifles in play here. Make that 2.
Somehow they're making this work, but I'm really confused about what the call is.
30
They still haven't
seconds left.
planted, though, and he's stuck in halls. He's stuck. They have no smokes. Saucy knows it.
Wonder how long JZZ's fault line is left. Maybe
One
that's
flash from Muris. Here it comes, maybe.
the knife cleared. They know where he is. There's that flash, the turn, and it might still be good. It's a 1v2. Pancada weak here with a
10
nade
seconds left.
in his lap. Has to swing out and take the fight and cannot. Saucy and Pancala both 1 point away from having their ults, and it's going to be a fight dish. Zach can close by, hit on the fall line. Saucy's not, he falls.
Team's done.
That nade. And the mobility. So clean out from Sentinels. So clean out from Zekin.
Here they have 3 players close to drop. 2 players up top, and they're smoked off now. Muri's has only the flashes to play off of. But RGL, he's the one who has the post-plant util, and he's in sight.
That ult should be able to buy some time. There it is. It's just enough to keep them in bay. 3v3 ult use from Muri's. Sentinel's trying to dance around everything that's going on. In the face of the ult, Mark pushing forward. Fearless as he tries to face what remains from MIBR. And it's another round.
Well played. Well, had success against NRG was these pivots in the mid round. But it's going to end up costing them eventually.
Yeah, it may not be here, though. JZZ has a flash, and there are 3. Never mind. He gets 2. He's got the ult. He gets the 3rd.
Bring them down.
Could that be it? FRZ fighting for dear life to keep it interesting.
So looking at Pancata.
And now time ticking. They're all going to drop down. Not being careful about it, not being coy about it. No caution. They're just going aggressive. They're going forward. You see the aftershock. You see the ult as well. It's a swing out from FRZ. It's dropped. A 1v1. Saucy, close, weak, 56 HP. And FRZ going aggressive, but he gets the spam through the kill!